Okay, mic should be on. Looks like everything's working so far. Let me just get rid of the usual text first before I explain myself for yesterday. There we go. Hello, gonna rock this house. Right, I should explain myself. I am sorry that I couldn't do yesterday's live stream. I have a very good excuse. I saw Endgame. That's the reason I couldn't be there for yesterday. I was gonna see it during the morning of the day, but then things happened, times changed, and it had to be at 8. So it's like, there's no room for a live stream for that. So that's why. But the film was worth it. So, yeah. Also, let's see. Big the Cat versus Goku image. Yes, please. I actually would like to see that. That'd be nice. I'll have to ask if you want to see it, like, shown in the live stream. I won't. Just, if you want it to be shown on there, you can just say. Let's just, get straight to the game then. There we go. Now I'm not sure whether to talk about Avengers Endgame or not, because I like to respect people's wishes on spoilers and stuff. I'll probably keep it to myself. Oh, I can show it. Well, let me have a look at it and see if it's worthy of my time then. No, I'm not that cynical. Let's have a look here. Click the thing, there's the thing. Let's have a look here. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. The rendition of Big is really nice, actually. It's not bad. That's good. Not sure about Goku, though. He's a bit too... to be fair, replicating, the Dragon Ball art style is tricky. Especially the angle there. I won't show it to respect your wishes, but that's... The rendition of Big there is actually pretty good. I like the art style, it's nice. I'm kind of tempted to look through the remainder of the channel, but I won't for the time being. We're on a live stream here. But it's good, it's actually genuinely good. It's better than what I can draw, like I can't draw for crap. That's why I use Source Filmmaker. Alright, let's get straight to the game. I did test the game to make sure, it would work for the stream, and my initial reactions from the icon alone is a bit of a warning to me. My standards of quality is you'll see. Look at that. That's such a minimal effort splash screen for the Wii compared to the other games. Ooh. This is promising. Very promising. Let me just attach the strap on my wrist because I'm one of the only sensible people that do that. There we go. Oh, look at that aspect ratio. That's screen crunch. This was definitely made for the PS2 era, not the Wii. To be fair, apparently this is like one of the early Wii launch titles, so it's probably excusable. They're probably thinking with the GameCube in mind first. I missed that intro. I remember it mostly from the Flying Dutchman game. Even though I know that game's not spectacularly great, but No, any drawing is actually pretty good, because that's just good practice. This is the way I see it, really. Like, you do more drawing, the better you get. That's how it works. I should know, because I've gotten better with Source Filmmaker because of that. No, I don't. Like, new file, thank you very much. Now, let me check the sound settings, because I didn't actually bother testing that. It looks fine to me. I mean, look at that aspect ratio. That's the screen crunch I've ever seen. It's not widescreen. I checked for the settings to see if I could change that, but no. Alright, let's see here. What we got here? There's stuff. Let's see. Let me just check the options. Let's see. Control options. Nope. Audio. Oh, that's nice. I'll leave it be. And display. Subtitles, please. And I'll leave everything else off. Alright, let's get straight to it then. So here we go. Yeah, that's the thing with drawing. You gotta have that natural instinct to be good, I suppose. I don't know. It's like me trying to play an instrument. It's like you gotta have that natural attachment that it's gotta click with you to really work well with it. Same with drawing, being an artist or anything really. It's just you gotta have a click. It's gotta work with you. That's how I see it. Look at these splash cards.
Peaceful, sleepy bikini bottom. The
It's been bloody years since I last played this game.
Their night brains exploring the mysterious world of dreams.
Welcome to the dream world, gentlemen. Smurf, what kind of words are those? There's an extreme clash of art style here. And now we're here.
Hot dog, Daddy-O! My bed is transmogrified into a lean, mean racing machine. Time to put the pedal to the metal, the rubber to the road, and the sponge to the street.
Of course. Oh yeah, this is one of the early Wii titles, so the downright forced motion controls. Oh, sorry. I got a nunchuck here, but I'm not sure where to put it. I haven't got like a net or anything. I'll just put it on the table here. Alright, it's just like Mario Kart. Except, you know, I don't do motion controls for Mario Kart, so this is weird.
There's only one word you can use to describe this, Dale. Yes. Really cool. That's 2 words, Dale, but thanks for playing.
Alright, here we go. Let's see. A to accelerate. Last I checked, that should be 2 for any racing game. And off we go. Alright. Oh god, this is... I'm not sure how to hold the remote correctly for left or right. Like, I'm referring to the face. Are you supposed to hold it flat? Like, the face button facing the ceiling or towards yourself? I'm not sure.
What's Patrick's house doing down here, baby?
No, I'm just saying some people just have, like, a little... Some people just have a natural talent within themselves to be good at some things. I can definitely tell you, you're a better drawer than me, that's for sure. Like, I can't do that. I mean, I could if I dedicated the time, I just don't have that natural click. I dedicated more of my time doing, like, 3D, you know, source filmmaker art and stuff. You definitely seem to have more of a talent for drawing than me. That's a good thing. Not everyone's brilliant. Yeah, this isn't really a race, though. It's more of a time trial going on here. Time trial in quotation marks. This is a kid's game. Yes, the high-speed actions of no drifting mechanics whatsoever.
I remember back when this was all seabed.
This game definitely was trying to be different. Like, I can't imagine any other SpongeBob game being like this. I mean, look at this art style going on right now. It's those crazy, weird... I get more of those... You know that weird art style you see, like, on the bottoms of surfboards and all that stuff? Or maybe skateboards, specifically? You just think of, like, extreme hot rod designs. You're thinking, yeah, make that game into a game art style. Why not? And associate with SpongeBob, because why not? These controls here work quite well. Like, the road is respectfully wide, so I can actually turn very well. Oh, yeah, I should probably say this. The music for this game is actually quite good. Like, I remember it being quite decent, especially that the menu theme is actually quite nice. No, it's just the soundtrack for this is surprisingly nice. You know, for a decent SpongeBob game. Who knows? It's a complete mystery. I mean, are black holes wormholes that can lead to different dimensions, or do they create and destroy at the same time? I don't know. All we know is that we got a really blurry image of what a black hole could look like. That's all we got so far. Ah, you forgot to draw the mustache, though. You should imagine the mustache. Where's the mustache? Ah, damn it. I tried for creativity and I failed. Let's see, the last save file was in 2015. That's probably exactly when I got the damn game. Not the game, the Wii U. Every time I try to come back to this game, if I remember, I usually get stuck at the Alaskan bullworm. That's the longest level in this game.
Hello. Thanks for the feedback, Dale.
And back to the nunchuck. Seamless transition. This is gonna pop forward and back all the time, isn't it? Alright, let's see. I'm sure this will be fine. I'm still annoyed by that aspect ratio crunch. Like, Jesus. They did not plan for widescreens at the time. Oh, there it is. just go take that, and there it goes. This must be a dream well done. Love stock animations.
See how you taunt this little yellow sponge. My license. No, it's too far away.
And SpongeBob's an absolute distraught. I mean, look at that face.
You win again.
To get your driving license,
Oh, hi, Mrs. Puff.
you unlock
That
the
outfit's not fitting you very well.
SpongeBob.
Stay shiny, little fella. I'm coming to get ya.
Now that you're on foot, come over here and I can tell you a few more things.
Okay. Let's see. Use the analog stick to move around, and B to aim the pointer. Ooh. Oh, pointer for camera controls. Oh no, and I have to hold down the button for this. Although, I think the camera's fairly responsive.
I bet these are valuable. I'm
No, they're
gonna
not.
collect as many as I can.
They're just your generic coin mechanic in this game. They're useful for like unlocking extras, but not mandatory for the game itself. There are a lot of like extras though, like a bit too much.
You'll need to jump over that gap to get to me.
It's your general generic platformer, I'd say. Let's see, the D-pad does not work to manually control the camera. Damn it. And there's no quick snap either. Ooh, I don't like this. I guess young me could tolerate a lot more bad things because it's SpongeBob. Now I saw a gold thing over here. There we are. That's worth 10 points. Nice. This animation, I don't get it. He hasn't done anything, he just crossed the bridge. Let's see. Press Z to grab.
Turn it as fast as
Okay,
you
this
can.
never worked for me when I was younger.
Those crazy arms.
Did it not? Oh, I'm sorry about that. It says here 0 points for you then, which is indicating towards me. That's a shame. Alright, well, let's just keep moving onwards. Right, this never worked for me because motion controls. Let's see. Okay, worked first try. That should not have happened. Young me couldn't get that to work for me. At least the mechanic actually worked. For the PS2 version, there's no motion controls, just, you know, proper physical inputs, as it should. So, there we go. Oh, take note of that meter on the top right. There's some hidden secrets. Oh, how would I draw Goku? Well, that's the thing, it really depends on the artist and whether they can replicate the art style or not. It's very challenging. Alright, those items there for something much later in the game. I'll explain in a bit. Yeah, replicating Goku's art style or anything Dragon Ball is very tricky considering there's many variations. It's best to stick with your own, but you know, you gotta have a fine balance of the official art style and your own. It's very tricky. Especially when it's coming from a manga, you know, it's already drawn and everything. It's difficult. I wouldn't know, because I've never drawn, but I'd imagine it's difficult. I mean, there have been people who have managed to represent Goku in a unique, different art style that is very good. But doing their own way is a different story. Let's see. We've already been using the double jump.
Next lesson, you need to jump higher and farther.
Oh yeah, it definitely would be. Like different perspectives and angles is definitely a difficult part. I can tell from, you know, your style. You didn't do anything on the backgrounds or anything, which is fine, you know. Backgrounds alone is hard enough for me as it is. So yeah, just trying to make perspective as difficult as it is. I don't have any experience and knowledge for it, but I don't know. Just keep at it and you'll get better.
SpongeBob?
That's my best advice. Just keep doing it.
Good.
And it's like the cheap way out of any advice. It's like, oh, keep doing it, you get better eventually. It's true. I've been doing like source filming for almost 2 years now. I've gotten pretty good with it now. Like, I can get some decent art out of it. I wouldn't say to the standards I've seen nowadays of like actual professionals like animation or just downright top quality posters, but I can get up there. Yeah, but that's just with practice. And it doesn't matter like how good the quality of the image is, like if it's just a simple sketch, that's fine. Like just drawing in general is good.
Work if you want to push that button.
I could press the button, but I can go over here instead. I'm doing the winch motion. There you go. Motion controls, always reliable. Alright, let's see. What did that do? Oh, okay. I'll take that. That is true. Okay, that's fair. For meme pictures, yeah, I suppose it's fair. I'm kind of the same with my own meme pictures. Sometimes I put too much effort in some of them, but others, yeah, they're pretty lazy, like generic white backgrounds. But then that also leaves opportunities for like people to actually manage to crop the image itself and use them as like little icons and such, which is amazing for like Discord. It's amazing how many were made at the time when I had a whole phase of just making as many memes as possible in Mass Effect. A bit too much. But in the end, it did end up being good practice, though. There we go. That's not gonna get tiring anytime soon. This license has a mind of its own.
You made it, SpongeBob. Well done.
Well, it's just because the opportunities it had. It was a free animation tool software. At the time, I wanted to do animation. But when I started it, and I needed a new PC at the time, but when I actually properly started it, I just thought I should probably take things easy and handle it the way I did for Gmod. Because at the time when I was doing Gmod, I was doing pictures and such, very crap ones, but there were tools in it that were very similar to what they were in Source Filmmaker. So it was a smoother transition for me to get to it. So when I started it, I was just wanting to get familiar with the tool itself. You know, so I just did pictures and stuff, just to get familiar with how the tools work, how the software works and everything. I kind of just stuck with it since then. I haven't really done any proper animation since. I don't know, I just really started getting attached to it. Also, the immense library of models that are available there, like, you name a genre, it's probably there. I mean, hell, I'm responsible as to why, like, a good chunk of Mass Effect models exist on the workshop now, so I'm kind of proud of myself for that. If it wasn't for my interest in Mass Effect, I bet those models would never, ever be seen on the workshop, ever. Technically stealing, though, but I do credit the source of the models, so I say that's enough. To be fair, though, it's better for them to be on that workshop now than never to be seen ever. I'm kind of annoyed today, though, that I desperately tried to make Thane work for Source Filmmaker. He works fine on Gmod, but he doesn't work for Source. I attempt to load him in, breaks the damn thing. So, eh. He's never going to appear on the workshop, which is a disappointment. Apparently, though, I did find, like, on DeviantArt, someone did use Thane for Source. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? Hold on a sec, let me read that proper. You know, if I use the stream screen. Well, because it's not my content, it's specifically someone else's, and I gotta respect the people, like, people's source material stuff, you know. Whether they actually would be comfortable seeing their stuff on streams where people could potentially see it. You know, would they be happy being embarrassed by something they made like 10 years ago or something like that? Be like, you're that guy who did that thing for the live stream, whatever. I don't know, it's some kind of mentality like that. I gotta respect the people's wishes for live streams and such. I mean, you know, publicity and all that stuff, but you know. For all I know, I could inadvertently steal like someone's content and get the views and everything, while the original artist never gets any of that. You know, it's something like that. I like to be aware of something like that. Just respect the sources. That's literally it. Ow. It's a good thing there's no health mechanic for this racing part. Yeah, pretty much. It's just, you know, you gotta be careful with some of this stuff. Though, to be fair, if I didn't want any of the links working, I could just downright disable it, but I won't, because, I don't know. It's just content for more people to see, I suppose. See, grab that. Alright, I should probably explain those things. I think those are called sleepy seeds or whatever. Those seeds are only going to be relevant to the very end of the game, but do collect them when you see them, because they're necessary for an unlock at the end of the game. Not downright important, but, you know, it's for an extra. Is there a boost mechanic? No. There's not even a drift mechanic. I know there isn't. At least there's speed panels. That's something. This doesn't feel like a race at all, more of an obstacle.
Spongy guy.
Something's changed, but I'm not sure what.
I'm wondering, like, how the devs, like, just thought, let's make this art style, why not? See what happens.
Squidward won't dig all this racing going on.
Potentially, yes, but I'm not that stupid to leave this, leave the Twitch screen to something, to, like, the browsing screen. I gotta check the content first. Like I did with your thing. Like, I could show it, but I don't want to, just out of respect. That's literally it, respect.
Eat my bubbles, baby.
I don't know. Besides, I'm not gonna do anything stupid with Twitch stuff. Like, I'm never gonna show adult content. I think the closest that's ever gonna be is a particular mod from Mass Effect 3, but that barely counts. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything else like that.
I remember back when this was awesome day.
Check out my wheels.
Super speed.
It's a good thing, actually, the majority of my game library is actually pretty safe, because I grew up in the right place. I wasn't a stupid kid that broke the rules.
Sorry about that.
Oh wow, that was quick. Okay, well, I'm glad you at least showed it to, you know, show your progress. And it's good, you know. It's good to experiment and have fun. Silly as some ideas can be, it's just, you know, it's all good. I kind of get that kind of phase myself when I have, like, a really good idea in my head, but then when you try to export it into something else, like, into actual drawn material. Hang on. Yeah, when you try to get that idea into an actual piece of, like drawn piece or, you know, source filmmaker, it doesn't always execute the right way you imagined it. Like, either you scrap it midway, you actually finish the thing, but then you just see it as, like, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. That happens.
You guys aren't just gonna let me come and rummage around, so I better brush up on my skills.
Alright, now for the actual chunk of the game, for this bit. Most of this actual game is mostly just platforming or some side, you know, mini-game stuff, like the driving there. Motion controls for inputs is wrong.
Wasn't me.
Alright, let me see what the combat is for this game. Well, that's good. As long as you're happy, then that's all that matters. Let's see. Z. I would have thought it'd be B. The B's for camera work for some reason. That's our save system.
To defend yourself, Spongebob, use your sand slap attack against
An interesting mechanic. He's literally spinning his arms around himself to tie him up. It's definitely unique, I'll give you that.
Can't we be pals? Ooh, I guess not.
At least the enemies here are pretty easy, like, they're just one-hit mooks.
Look over there.
And they're clones too, apparently.
Bye.
float like a jellyfish, sting like a jellyfish.
No, but I think I've seen one, but it's been bloody years. One I'm trying to remember. I remember the comics. That's where it originally started. It was French comics. I remember that. It was, you know, French media. But I remember, I think it was like a direct-to-DVD movie or something for that. The only thing I remember about the film was a character named Just for Kicks. I think that's his name. I don't know. It's years, though. I only seen the film once. I don't remember what the damn title of the film was. I do remember about the game, though, that actually just recently got like a Switch port, surprisingly enough. And oh my god, I didn't realize how many close to lawsuitness like likenesses they have in that game. Like, Jesus, are they even allowed to do that closeness? They got goddamn Sonic, Pac-Man, Mario reference, Mario Sunshine specifically. Like, Jesus, are they allowed to that? I gotta have a look into that game again, because, like, it looks better than I remember it being. Alright, how do I get to that one?
Uh-oh, more unfriendly creatures.
Ah, well, I can say somewhat of a spoiler. There isn't many fight scenes in Endgame. It's mostly just about the reactions about after the, you know, the whole snap thing. I can confirm that Loki's in the film. That I can't exactly say context for where. Judging by the sound of it, you haven't seen the film yet. Gotta be careful with this stuff, you know, people could react very poorly.
Great work, SpongeBob.
I probably should have clarified that there is combat in the film, but, you know, not many, but what is in it is actually really good combat, so, you know, it's all fine. And to be fair, most of the majority of the combat was in Infinity War first, so, you know, I'll spend the remaining time on something else.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? I have absolutely no idea.
I literally don't want to spoil anything about Endgame, because it's just like anything I say can literally like spoil the film. I'm not kidding. Anything I say can and will spoil it.
Don't forget, you can stun him with your dash attack.
I mean, I could spoil it, but I just don't want to. I'm not one of those people that ruins films.
Use your dash attack.
And even if I did, it's usually by accident. This is why you don't have motion control inputs for dash mechanic. I'm shaking the Wii remote, it ain't working. The nunchuck, I mean. Oh, yeah, that's weird. The nunchuck has motion controls built in, but it's not as great, obviously. Alright, there's a... Ah, yeah. I was gonna say, there's a seed around here. What did that do? Alright, let's see. Door number 2. At least the dash mechanic is continuous, not like a short burst. So if you get a nice clearance, you can just go on for ages. It's a nice speed boost in general.
Oh, one of these. These are very important.
Is that sarcasm? I detect sarcasm. I mean, I can talk about it, it's just, you know, I respect it. But, you know, if you want me to spoil it, then, yeah, I will. You know, you just... Considering you're the only one here, I think it'll be fine. You know, just ask away. Ask any question, and I'll, you know, I'll say. I'm sure it won't ruin the experience whatsoever. The second someone pops in, I see something about Infinity War... not Infinity War, Endgame, spoiler. That's it, he's never seen my streams ever again. Break all the boxes, because I want to. Oh no, there actually was a reason. Like that. That's 3 times, let's see how many times it takes for... Okay, 1. Nunchuck is an input. Makes no sense. Okay, nothing else in here? Nope, moving on. I shouldn't really go out of my way for these coins, they're not necessary, but I want them because they're nice and shiny.
Got it! Say hello to my hot rod, miscellaneous piece of car equipment.
Specifically for Endgame, yes, he does appear in Endgame. I'm trying to think if he actually did fight Thanos. I can't say he did, but I can say the interpretation for Hulk in Endgame is certainly different. Like, he is most certainly different. I want to be vague for some apparent reason, even though I should say about spoilers now. It's fine. Come on, there you go. I will definitely say that they give Hulk a really good treatment for Endgame. Like, much better than he's ever been before. Probably the best representation, I have to say. They gave Hulk character. That's it. He's not just a raging beast. He has character now. Yes. He is smarter. I think that's more of enough of a hint. Actually, better hint. This representation of Hulk for Endgame is based upon an older adaptation from the comics that hasn't been used in years. Yes. Yes, he did. I think that's big enough. He figured it out, boys!
Hey, look
basically in the film that like both Bruce and the Hulk managed to just even things out, and now they're more in balance, shall we say. It's weird. It's actually weird. It's literally just, you know, it's Bruce, but, you know, in the Hulk form. He's all smart, he's wearing proper clothes now. It's weird, man. But I love it at the same time. Well, yeah, but I genuinely didn't know that was going to happen in the film. That's the thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. I only found out during or after the film that this whole Bruce and, you know, Hulk thing has actually been an older concept. But I didn't know about that. I'm not that much of a comics fan, so anything I see from the films is my first experience to it. Alright, I'll do one each. Ah, motion controls, I don't like it. I've had bad enough experience with Mario Odyssey with this. I mean, Mario Odyssey's motion controls are fine, they're purely optional, but for some apparent reason, they're better than the manual controls.
Becoming one of my best pupils.
That's fair, I suppose. Hulk is pretty fun. I mean, his games are fun as it is. Shame my copies are broken, though.
That platform is not going to move until somebody moves that engine block.
Yeah. There you go.
Must I do everything
I have a copy of Hulk Ultimate Destruction, but I think the disc is borked. I think I had it fixed recently, but I don't trust it at all. And it's even worse, it's on the PS2, which means it's probably the lesser version of the game. But I remember playing when I was younger, cheat codes and everything, just, you know, having fun in a big sandbox. Can't go wrong. Yoink.
It's just what every Sponge's supercar needs.
Okay, that's a seamless transition right there.
Plankton's known to be a tough competitor, Dale.
Well, compared to what the, you know, compared to Iron Man at the time, that apparently that game wasn't exactly fantastic. Wasn't like the Incredible Hulk game like similar to Ultimate Destruction or something like that? I forgot the title, damn thing. Hang on, I bet the disc is right here. Let's see here. I'm holding it in my hands right now. Let's see. I haven't got it in its case. It's just in one of those cheap plastic things. Yep, Ultimate Destruction. Yeah, it was back there. Yeah, it's the Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Had to make sure. Alright, just put this over there and off we go. Oh, that's insulting. I'm not that blobby. I'm more of a sponge. Spongy. Yeah, I think I have the other one though. That's the thing. Alright, the Hulk games I've experienced, I've tried a few at least to try and remember. I have the Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which is his own game, but I think I have another Hulk game that's literally just called Hulk. I think that one's based on the film of Hulk. So, not sure if that one was good or not.
Here I go, whoa, whoa. Need my bubbles, baby.
Well, apparently there's 3 games then. One based on the movie, one based on that other movie, and one on its own thing. Just with movie tie-in games not being that great. I mean, there's the rare ones that are actually really good, but, you know. Eh. Ultimate Destruction is the, you know, the proper sandboxy game, kind of similar to the Incredible Hulk, but I think just Hulk, the one that's based on that one film, just of Hulk. Yeah, these tiles aren't confusing at all. I think that was just a general. I'm not sure what the game is. It's not a sandbox game, I can tell you that. I think it's more like a general beat-em-up like game, I think, mixed with stealth for like the human sections. I don't know, I haven't touched that game in years now. Where is it? That's a one-timer, you can miss that one. It did implement some comic elements, which is nice, like the leader. I know the leader's in the game, at least. That's about it.
You know, I'd never noticed there was a racetrack right in my front yard.
Oh yeah, right. Just remembered, after experiencing Endgame. I really want to talk about the representation of Thor in that film. Oh my god, what did they do to him? I mean, I understand why they did it. I should probably give context then. In Endgame, after the reaction of, you know, Thanos snapping half the universe with the Infinity Gauntlets, Thor had a bit of a swell reaction, shall we say. Had a bit of a breakdown emotionally, like he's lost basically, you know, Asgard, you know, lost a lot of people, and just, you know, lost half of the universe, just not very well for himself, so he ends up just, like, hiding, essentially. He gets, like, super depressed, and he's gone fat. In the goddamn, he's basically, I've not seen the film, but Big Lebowski, it's basically him, whatever the guy's name is, Jeff Bridges' character. That's basically him in the film. Yeah, that's Thor. Oh, and he's got a proper, like, fat bod going on. This is like, Thor does do a little combat, but during the entirety of the film, he's not slimming down at all, is he? That half ruined it, but it's, like, fun at the same time. I think I liked Thor better when he was more serious than he was silly. To be fair, that's kind of my opinions on Ragnarok. I wasn't a big fan of Ragnarok, but I enjoyed it. It was just that I kind of like the older Thor films, though. I should be nearing the end of this one. This is lap 3, and we'll be done. And here comes Gary. Rude. There we go. Save. Moving on. At least the saves are quick.
He seems to be collecting turbos. Could be tricky.
Especially since the great turbo drought of '04, Rick.
Those were the days.
Turbo Drought of 04. You mean 2004? Or were they referring to 1904? That could be any. That could be any 04.
All you need to do to beat Gary is to soup up your engine with a few new parts.
Ah, this is where we get our
Some
boosters.
places around here that you haven't explored.
That's not confusing at all. Right, I think. All right, let's start with just base Hulk. That game is based on the movie Hulk before the Incredible Hulk. That's not confusing at all. The game is based on the movie, but is not kinda. I don't know. I think it's better off just looking up for gameplay on this stuff. God, this is just as bad as trying to make, you know, Sonic timeline continuity make sense. It's just, no thanks. This is why you can't name everything the same name, or else it gets confusing. Is that the year the film came out? I think so, maybe? I haven't seen that film at all. Never. So I don't know what's going on with that film. Oh, damn it. I thought I could make it without it. I have a double jump, damn it. Hey, I pressed the button. Ooh, okay, that's how it works. I'm trying to play this with Sonic Unleashed idea mechanics. When you hold the grapple button down, it will do it automatically. This ain't Unleashed, this ain't a quality product.
Your car fitted out with some more special parts, and you can use speed boosts around the track.
Radio. There's a lot of chrome here. I've realized, like, there's a lot of chrome. Why is everything chrome? Everything's chrome in the future, Squidward. I'm gonna be making quotes all day. Oh, deep yeet. I think that's something you can keep to yourself. Yeah. Thor's fat in Endgame because he got depressed. That literally happens. The entirety of the film is just him trying to recover from being losing a lot from after Infinity War. Spoilers, I suppose. They did a really good job of hiding that from the film entirely. Like, there's none of the trailers show any of that, so they did a good job on that. Get out of here.
Let's rumble.
Let's see. More mooks. Eh. There we go.
Can't we be pals? Ooh, I guess not.
Yeah. What the? Oh, come on. There you go. Eh. Motion controls are not ideal.
Not in a chatting mood.
DP, you can keep that to yourself. We don't talk about that here. Thank you very much. Come on. There you go. Off we go.
My goodness, you're becoming one of my best pupils.
Alright, let's see how we're moving. Oh boy, we have an immature person here. Yes, ideally, that'd be nice. And I'm just following my own content. I mean, anyone can say whatever they want, just, you know, keep it level. There's no reason to talk about adult stuff, because that's not me.
Okay, Gary, prepare to give up your Speed King crown.
Ah, here we go. Best thing to do is to ignore.
Very important.
If I downright banned everyone I didn't agree with, then I'd be no better than anyone else. Best to ignore. Alright, where to? I lost my position, so I have to work my way back up again. I pressed the button, damn it. Fine, I'll go back. There we go. Gotta get used to this grapple mechanic, it's kind of odd. There we go. Right, moving on. Pretty much, yeah, I try to keep myself as pure as possible, as physically impossible with the way of the internet nowadays. But for like Twitch stuff, best to keep clean.
My goodness.
And it's also just the way I am.
Best pupils.
Like, I definitely don't go out of my way to see adult films because I'm not exactly comfortable with that kind of stuff. Heck, it's the whole reason my game library is like this. I'm playing a damn Spongebob game. Like, you don't see me doing GTA, like, anytime soon.
Get those pants working, SpongeBob. Bounce the button.
Ow. Alright, let's see. The button was down here. I flick the remote and it doesn't work. The nunchuck. There's a difference. Damn it. You flick the thing goes forward. It's the same thing, right? You're the wrong one. Now, I respect people what they enjoy. Like, I'm definitely not gonna hate on them for what they like. It's just, you know, I like to keep things as my own. Like, they can say what they want. It's just, you know, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna properly acknowledge that kind of stuff or let it carry on, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna ban the person for saying that kind of stuff because that's just downright mean, and that gives the wrong message if I was saying, you say this thing gets a guaranteed ban from this person. That's not the way to handle it. That's number 2. Rules of 3 say there's a third one soon. here. Nice. All that in one attack. I can beat it. I can beat it. Oh, damn it. Almost. The damn cutscene ruined it.
Knock me off, huh? But no one can stop Speed King SquarePants.
If the camera didn't pan, I would have skipped that entire section.
Dash to push it, SpongeBob.
Oh boy, more nunchuck throwing. Yeah, I just realized something. Since I'm one of those rare people who actually puts on the Wii strap, you know, for the Wii remote, I've noticed, like, a majority, not all, but I think I've noticed the majority of people who use, like, the VR controllers with the straps, I've noticed the majority of them don't bother putting on the straps. And that annoys the hell out of me. It's like, you're more likely to throw the damn, like, controller for a VR headset than a Wii remote.
SpongeBob spare parts.
Put on the damn strap or else you'll break things. I don't know, is that just me? Please tell me it's not just me. I'd rather not just see it in general. If it has content like that, no thank you very much. Unless you tell me it's one of those weird... there's been a recent trend, quotation of that. Weird, messed up, like, demonized Garfield stuff. Don't know where the hell that came from. I'm like, no thank you. I'll stay well away from that. Why do people ruin anything that's pure?
Slide
There we go.
Part A into slot K.
My
I don't think
goodness,
that's how cranes work.
one of my best pupils.
Right, do I need to do all that, or can I just skip it? Nope, that's the entire pit down there. I wonder how many, like, SpongeBob references I'm gonna make with quotations through this playthrough. I'm bound to make a few. I mean, I grew up on the thing for, like, a chunk of my life, so I'm bound to at some point. I already made the Chrome one, so what's next? Yeah, that's true. Very true. That's like me trying to make sure the tally stays pure within my mind.
It's the biggest
It's
and most
difficult.
frightening thing I have ever seen.
I've already ruined the Sonic series with tainting
Use the
with
dash
other
to
media and
push that
formats
slot
and
block
stuff.
into its slot.
I'd rather not ruin Mass Effect with the way I used to be. Oh yeah, I just remembered. There was recent wording after the release of the Sonic trailer, apparently that the director, or whatever, the people who are making the film, Paramount, are actually going to update the design to make it look better. But that just makes me think, if they were going to update the design, like right now, why didn't they do it before? Like, before all that. We knew, like, straight from the start, since that teaser was released, that the design was bad. Why didn't they change anything until now? Like, they could have done this months before. Now they got till, like, November to do it. How the hell are they going to do it?
Into slot K.
There's no way they can fix it till November. It's impossible. Oh, besides that, I mean, you know, film still looks great for, you know, Jim Carrey and such. He's definitely going to be the selling point of the film. No question. This is a big engine.
A perfect fit.
I just meant the ways I've slightly ruined Sonic by, you know, certain internet stuff and personal things. I've just kind of ruined it, kind of. Certain thing. Not the entire thing, just, you know, it's left its purity, shall we say. Meanwhile, Tally for Mass Effect, keep that pure, keep that innocent. Certainly not look up adult stuff. I think that's vague enough. I definitely don't look up that kind of stuff. It's just,
Slide Part A into
for
slot
characters that
K.
you like and respect, I don't want to ruin that. Oh yeah, I just noticed, these things are spark plugs. I just noticed that. These are spark plugs. I never actually thought about that. Huh. I mean, it makes sense. This is a motor world. I never thought about it. You should just associate these with, like, Tesla things. They're electric, they make sparks. They're Tesla. That's our last one.
Just call me
We have an engine!
Parts.
A very chrome engine. If that's the engine, where's the car? Just a tiny smidge, yes. Oh, I love these elevators that move on their own. It means time is wasted. Right. Now, we can manually turn this thing. Let's see. Right. I'll do both since it's actually not that bad. Oh. You see SpongeBob's house from here. And it's a bit, inflamed. That looks like a tire. I didn't realize Squidward's house looks like a tire. And Patrick's is still a rock. Gotta keep that consistency. There we go. There's our part. But there's another wall we can break down. What's behind it?
Just call me SpongeBob, demolitions expert pants.
Oop, careful. Other way. I'm surprised this thing could tell which way's left and right. Yeah, you rotate the damn nunchuck in the rotation motion, so I'm surprised it could tell the difference. Nunchuck, Wii remote. Now I'm mixing them both up.
Wasn't me.
Eh. Nice. Let's see. Oh, now it tells us about these things. Sleepy seeds, that's what they are. We collected one ages ago. Right, that should be our last part, I think. Could be completely wrong, though.
Another great car part. Or maybe it's a toaster.
I don't think it's a toaster. I mean, it can be. I mean, if you try hard enough, it can be a toaster. I mean, these are boosters. That means they have heat. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. There it is. I crammed another one. Yeah, it's pretty easy to figure that out. Game doesn't need to tell you what to do next. It's a good thing there's no falling damage. That's nice. I suppose. I mean, it's true, trying to make yourself feel good about certain things, but also, it's just the fact that you don't want to ruin something, like, you know, trying to stay away from spoilers. You don't want to ruin, you know, a film because of spoilers, but you also don't want to ruin something that you like. You may inadvertently change it into something else, and it's like, this isn't the thing I used to like anymore. It might also be a factor of growing up and all that stuff, but sometimes you just don't want things to change. Because you already like things the way they are.
Well, it was worth a try.
Come here, mate. Is it obvious? I should get rid of him.
Not looking for a friend right now, huh?
Come on. I flicked it like 5 times. Alright, let's see. Let's plonk the spark plug in. In you go. At least you don't have to manually push him, just knock him. This isn't God of War. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's another one here. There's probably a button around here, bet ya. Hang on. That's a train. That's a goddamn train. No, it's not your fault. I'm definitely not blaming you. I'm not angry. You just, you know, just state my state on certain things, I suppose. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm autistic. That's my excuse. If I'm being weird, I blame that. I don't know the definitions of normal nowadays anyway. Actually, I refer to my state as being autistic. The correct term apparently is I'm within the spectrum, because, you know, being autistic, there are many different varieties besides being autistic. Like, there are many, many different ways. Some are just generally better at learning, others are better at certain tasks. It's just, it differs a lot. And I have no idea where my classifications are at. It's just, I'm different. I don't know what, but I'm different. Maybe my skills are within being better at games, I suppose. specifically movie brand, movie brand games. That's my skills. That's where they are. Not, you know, tournament level stuff, you know, like online sporting. No, just general kid games. Yes, great skills. There we go. Oh, it's a crusher. Ooh.
That's good.
That's not bad, actually. That's not a bad animation for, you know, simple crushing animation. They could have just easily let the thing phase in, but that's actually quite nice. There's a thing down there, though. There must be a button around here. It's probably right here, actually. Yeah, it is. That's my exploration initiative. Nope, intuition. There's a difference between initiative and intuition. One's a D&D reference, the other's not. I bet you this is where the seed's at. I really shouldn't get out of my way for this kind of thing, because I'm pretty sure there's a cheat code to automatically unlock this. Oh yeah, there are cheat codes for this game, because this is the earlier days where cheat codes were relevant and not just paid DLC. Man, I miss cheat codes. Yeah, there's quite actually a fair amount here, like for extra content unlocks, different skins, I think alternate music maybe. It's just, remember when cheat codes actually provided more content than the actual base game would have, like for unlocking it manually? I miss those days. I mean, we have the internet nowadays, but the old ways of finding out cheat codes was, you know, within the cheat manuals, the cheat books, which have about 3, actually 4 technically. Like, there's 3 proper ones, then one's like a magazine. Yeah, that's... I've had difficulties with Discord myself. I mean, the main Discord channel I used to be part of, at the start of it was a lot like... I was very comfortable with being around it because it was with some people I just liked. You know, they were like my kind of people. But then more people came in, and they were drastically different than what started out as. And at some point, the people I started out with moved to a different Discord, and I followed along. But the Discord channel that it started out as is completely different to what it is now. I don't know, it's just that the new group of people is nothing like what I'm familiar with. I don't know, but that's just people in general, I suppose. Yeah, it's not exactly relevant to what you were saying, though, gonna rock this house. I don't know. It's just... you just gotta be careful with this kind of stuff. Like, different people react different ways, I suppose. I would know, I'm not very social. Says not being social, yeah, I'm the one live streaming here. Well, to be fair, I think it's kind of easier interacting with people when it's just pure text. Like, when it's with an actual voice, it's kind of different. Also have to take account whether... It's hard to be, like, sarcastic for, like, being on the internet. It is quite difficult to read that kind of thing. Like, it's hard to tell whether you're being harsh or just simply having a laugh. It's, you know, it's kind of hard to read that kind of stuff. Just gonna grab all these because it's in a spiral. Alright, this should be our last one, considering there's nowhere else to go.
This'll fit nicely, I guess.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's it. Why is it doing anything? Alright, this should be our last racing segment. Rules of 3 says otherwise. I played enough Legend of Zelda for this. Well, Mario, actually.
That's why I'm wearing my fireproof underpants, Rick. See?
I really didn't need to see that. Is that a snail out there?
Yeah, pretty much. It is difficult to just try and stay good with everyone, because anyone can react differently. I definitely know, because there's one person in the group I'm in with now who is definitely very sensitive to certain things. Like, you gotta be careful, or else the person could just react very negatively. I'll just say the person is special, not in the spectrum. I can definitely tell you that. It's just very sensitive. Just gotta be careful.
I remember back when this was all sea dad.
I'm not going to label the person, just for respect and all that other stuff, you know. I'm not even referring to gender either, because that's actually quite relevant. Right, we got a boost mechanic now, which is nice.
Eat my bubbles, baby.
You can get some airtime here.
I thought you were supposed to be slow. Faster, I say. Faster. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here I go. Whoa, whoa. Long live the speed king. Look at me.
It's a free boost.
go. Must have
I'm assuming you get fresh boosts for every lap you make, I'm assuming.
my bubbles, baby. Hey, Snake. I thought you were supposed to be slow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here I go. Whoa, whoa.
Is this Sonic Boom or something? There's constant voice lines.
Speedy sponge. Eat my bubbles, baby. Look at me.
Yep, you're getting back every lap. That's nice.
Zip, zip, baby. Here
Oh yeah, I haven't actually reacted at all to the laps or races at all. Every lap seems to be slightly different, like there's a new obstacle every time you do a lap. Which is nice. Kinda like, All Stars Racing Transformed actually. Every lap was different, pretty much.
People that built this floor should be given a good talking to. Zip, zip, baby. Here I come. Faster, I say. Faster.
Jeez, look at that airtime.
Hey, snail daddy. I never knew
Yeah, that was a waste.
you.
Almost there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Eat my bubbles, baby.
Where did that come from?
Speed sponge.
There's earthquakes and everything.
Look at me go. Super speed sponge.
He's not shutting up, is he?
Snail daddy. But a sponge has got to do what a sponge has got to do. Wait.
Ow.
Something's changed, but I'm not sure.
Alright, just this corner will be at the end. And then one more lap. I've got this!
Hey, Snail Daddy, I thought you were supposed to be slow. Zip, zip, baby, here I come.
Let's see what drastic change will be this time.
Long
Ooh,
live
look at
the
that.
Speed King.
Cut that corner.
Something's changed, but I'm not sure. Watch me go, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 here I go, whoa, whoa.
I got a minute to kill.
Zip, zip,
Be
baby,
fine.
here I come. Sorry, Snail Daddy, but a sponge has got to do what a sponge has got to do. Wait. Something's changed, but I'm not sure. Watch me go.
No, I didn't make the rules, and, I'm not clashing with it. I'm definitely not... I don't make arguments with anyone. I definitely try to stay out of that kind of thing. Like, I make sure not to make anyone upset. It's just, you know, I did happen to make someone upset by accident. Complete accident.
You were such a racer.
Well, I was referring to the person that is relevant to, you know, the person I was referring to previously. The person got upset because I was just making a little jab, a tiny little jab of a winning streak on Cards Against Humanity. That was it. A tiny little thing saying, like, the person was having quite a good winning streak and got upset. Like, and the thing is, it's difficult to read sarcasm on Discord, so I didn't mean to, it just happened. I did apologize, like, you know, I made up, but it's like, it's difficult. Alright, off to the next theme. Yeah, that's it with SpongeBob. We're moving to Patrick now. With a very good art style, actually.
Whoa, that was a strange dream.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Well, it's hard to... For me, I suppose, it's just hard to be careful, like, expressing yourself, I suppose. I don't know.
This is a job for
Like, I'm not terrible, it's just... For certain people, you gotta be careful. That one person is really easy to set off wrongly.
everything looks normal, except
Is this Into the Spider-Verse? Seems SpongeBob did it before Spider-Man could. Alright, it's the same maneuverability as the other one, just in a comic book art style. I like this. Let's see. What are our moves here? We're gonna spin attack, that changes our clothing for some apparent reason. I don't get it. Let's see. I'm sure you can knock these down.
SpongeBob? SpongeBob! He's obviously not at home.
Fly to a moon? Like to experience moon gravity? Yeah, I would, I'd love it.
White trim
Though I did find out about something about the moon not too long ago. Do not, repeat, do not inhale any moon dust. That stuff is toxic. Like, it actually, legit, not making up, breaks down your DNA. I'm not making up. Look it up. Moon dust is dangerous. You know how they were like saying in like Portal 2 about, you know, Cave Johnson dying from moon dust? That wasn't made up. Like, moon dust is dangerous. Don't inhale it. I shall be Moon Man.
I like easy. Where are these bad guys anyway?
I'd love to actually be able to travel through space and all that stuff, because Mass Effect, obviously. Seeing alien life and all that, but it's like seeing a different world. Could you imagine how different it can be to Earth? We have no idea, like, what different sustainable life could look like, but it'd be interesting. It'd be different, but, you know, just how different would it be, though? That's the mystery in itself. Off he goes. I'm sure this is a Superman reference. Pretty damn sure. There's newspapers everywhere.
Hello? Hello, Starfish Man.
Hello.
Oh, just a minute, I'll go get him. Starfish Man, it's for you. You're Starfish Man. Oh, yeah. Starfish Man reporting for duty. I called to remind you of your supercharge.
I'm guessing this guy is Starfish Boy.
Yeah, I love supercharge. What's supercharge? Use it to break through weak paper walls.
I bet it's exactly the same as the other charge ability.
Enemies out of your way.
Is it with the nunchuck? It didn't even specify. Yep, it's with the nunchuck. So Patrick's a clone of SpongeBob in every way. Just with a slight difference. I'm pretty sure you can knock these down. Yeah, you know, there are certain things that should never be talked about online, clearly. You gotta be safe about this stuff. But I know my limits, I know exactly why I should and shouldn't talk about on Twitch. I just gotta make sure everything's fine and fun. As long as everyone's fine and okay with things, that's all that matters. Ow. Hello. Is it the same as SpongeBob's? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, I have. I remember those so damn well. I've seen all of them. Ah, classics. Downright classics. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, claymation / stop motion stuff nowadays, but Wallace and Gromit is definitely the exception. It's just... I love it. The music, the themings, it's good. It's all good. And I was happy to find out, this is younger than me, back in 2012, I think? I don't know. There were... Telltale, for some reason, decided, we're gonna make a Telltale game of Wallace and Gromit. Okay. And I love that actually happened. Like, that's nice. What a random thing for Telltale to make. I mean, this was the early days, so, you know, Telltale wasn't exactly that stupid with their decisions. Oh, right. There were also other Wallace and Gromit games. There was... my first one, actually, you see it in front of me. Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo. What an interesting game that one is. It takes place within the world of Wallace and Gromit, but it may very well work as its own storyline. I'm not sure if it's made efficiently by the actual writers or anything, but it works. It bloody works. And then there's the game adaptation of the movie, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Remember that being quite actually decent, because you actually go around in the world of Wallace and Gromit, like the entire town, which is pretty nice, actually. I should really give that one a fair go. I do have the copy of the game. I think the major problem with it, though, is that it couldn't handle my bigger memory card. Like, I think it gets forever stuck on the save screen, so I've got to remember to change that if I ever get around to that game. What's the size of my memory card for the PS2? I think it's 16 megabytes, I think. The standard is 8, so it's clearly double. Yeah, sometimes for certain games it just takes forever, or it will never actually save the game. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a bigger memory size, but certain games ain't happy. Come on, do the thing. There you go. Oh yeah, obviously. I don't actually talk about this stuff to anyone ever. Like, stuff that personal. Like, no way in hell is that getting anywhere else. There's no reason to talk about it to anyone else if it's that damn personal. I mean, if it's actually, you know, personally affecting your life, like, really badly, then yeah, you should probably do something about that. But I'm doing just perfectly fine, thank you. Probably should have looked for stuff, but oh well. Ow. That's very solid gas.
You better give up, Starfish Man. There's no way across.
And he's the definition of a bad guy.
And there's that phone again, too. Why?
When's the last time anyone's ever used a payphone?
Hello?
I think it only popularized due to Superman, which I've not seen, but I know the context. That's kind of like one of my life goals, actually. That's quotations. Just one of the things I want to do. Use a damn payphone. It's like, they're everywhere. Has anyone ever used it, though?
Try it on those windmills over there.
I never really left the Barnacle franchise. I followed it, you know, since the Paraka. That's when I first got my first one, the Paraka. That's when it started. But I never really left it. It just, you know, I stuck around with it. I wasn't exactly following the story, but damn it, I loved the figures. They were all amazing, just buildable little action figures that had story that I was somewhat familiar, but not really.
Look at it spin.
Although seeing that, I remember on the LEGO website, I used to jump on there every once in a while, but seeing the recap of like everything that happened within the Barnacle story, it's like, oh my god, this is hype. It's like, this is Avengers before the Avengers. Just like years, like 10 years of this stuff, and it's like, it's all come to this. Then Matsunui rises, it's like, oh my god! Yeah, but then when I found out about the whole Barnacle Stars thing, that was the last line of Barnacle. I was a bit disappointed with these little tiny figures. But hey, at least it did something of an ending. Cough, cough, G2, cough, cough. Blowing into the thing.
Look at it spin.
There's an item around here. Where is it? They were basically little promo discs to promotionalize the story, the lore, and the characters of certain things. They're pretty cool, actually, if you look for the things on YouTube. Like, they talk in detail about the Toa themselves, the world they live in, everything about the Rahi and everything. It's like a Wikipedia article before it was a thing. And they even talk about the combination forms, too. I've forgotten their names. I think one of them was like Warua, I think that was one of them. I've forgotten the other name. But they even go into detail about that, and they were like cool, because what was even better about these discs is they weren't cheaply made ones, made to look cheap. Like, they were exactly the art style of those trailers, the teaser trailers for the Toa Mata stuff. It looked cool. I never actually got to use one of those things, but I saw like the YouTube clips of it. It's like, I would have loved this if I got that as a kid. At least we had the Matsunui online game, so you know, that did his job too.
Now the whole world trembles before my magnificent visage.
Oh, the cereals themselves. No idea. They're probably your standard Kellogg's, you know, breakfast cereal. I don't know.
Starfish Man here.
Why have they stopped putting, you know, prize toys as cereals anyway? Do they consider them to be choking hazards?
Patrick's posters are plastered all over town.
I'm trying to remember what the last one I got was, like a cereal box prize. Not prize, just a giveaway. I think the last one I got was... The most likely chance to get a prize from a cereal box itself was, like, a book. That was the most likely I ever got. Yeah, I think I got... I haven't seen that little booklet in years, but... The most I got was, like, for Spiderwick Chronicles. There it is again. They gave away the books, like, little, I think, chapters of the books themselves in the cereals, which is nice. honestly, that was it. I have no real negatives about Endgame. I mean, they did some pretty, risky moves with decisions in the film, which I suppose is fine to talk about now. The film has time travel in it. Time travel. There are many things you can go wrong with a time travel plot. But you know what? I think they did a pretty good job. It's hard to do time travel right. I think they did it right. The way they did it right is that they established how the time travel works in the movie. It's not Back to the Future, it's multiverse theory, which makes things much better and safer than just Back to the Future stuff. Because if they did that, then ooh, everything can go wrong in that film. In the most satisfying way possible, by doing the reverse of what Thanos did. Iron Man snaps Thanos away with his own version of the Infinity Gauntlet. It's so damn satisfying. They just snapped him. It is satisfying. The fight itself is really good and hype. I really shouldn't have said that, but I've said it anyway. It's too late. It's just good. I'm not giving the film justice at all, but they're just downright spoiling things. I don't like it, but it's just... it's good. Right, there's a thing here. That's you, it's in here. There you go.
The people of this street will no longer have to look at your ugly face. Hey,
Oh, damn it. I was flicking the nunchuck like it was Mario Galaxy with the Wii remote. Oh... If I ever get around to Mario Galaxy soon, I'm gonna think like with this control style, it's gonna ruin everything.
look for clues in the timing of the gas.
Hang on, I don't need to blow this, I can just jump over. Why waste time blowing when I can jump? Ow. I think you can knock the dogs over, but I don't want to. Oh, this bit sucks.
Hi there, Starfish Man's boutique and store.
There was a bit of context I'm missing out. I literally just told you exactly how Thanos was defeated, but there was a lot before that, like, a lot. I can't describe the entire fight because I'd be missing pieces, chunks about it. But the majority of the end point was basically like Thanos and the Avengers, a lot of Avengers, mind you, just a fighting balance of like reobtaining the second version of the Infinity Gauntlet. Obviously, when I mention time travel, that means time travel for the Infinity Stones to bring everyone back, because, you know, Infinity Stones. The reason they went to go after the Infinity Stones is they can't use the one that Thanos used. Because in the film, directly 2 days after Thanos snapped everyone, he destroys the stones. That's why they time travel. I feel like I'm just downright giving a plot synopsis for the film. I really shouldn't, because that can ruin experience. But I'm going to anyway. In order for the characters to time travel in Avengers, they get the help from Ant-Man, because in Ant-Man and the Wasp, at the end of the film, Ant-Man goes into the quantum dimension with, you know, to collect the energy within the quantum dimension. But the major problem there is that he's stuck in there and he can't get out because everyone outside was snapped away, except for Ant-Man. The only way he got out of the damn quantum dimension with that machine is a goddamn rat presses the button to get him out. Without Ant-Man, we wouldn't have this damn film. Without that rat, we wouldn't have this damn film. Yeah, apparently due to the quantum dimension, there's some weird time properties with it. Pretty much after the events of the Thanos snap, 5 years pass. But, let's see. The pointer? Okay, that's weird. Sorry. Yeah, so 5 years have passed, but, you know, when Ant-Man comes out, apparently to him, in his perspective, it's only been 5 hours. That's how they figure out there's some time properties going on with the quantum dimension. And that's how they time travel. It's amazing none of the trailers actually say anything about that, though. That's quite impressive. Come on. There you go. Stupid paper mooks. Okay, I'm just saying you're kind of missing out, but I mean, you do need the context of like all of Marvel, which can be a pain to some, so it's kind of understandable. The actual fight itself for the end of it is well worth it. Like, it's a whole roundup of everything that happened with all the Marvel films, essentially. Like, every character is in that final fight. Compared to Infinity War, no, here's all of them. All of them! Obviously, with some 1 or 2 exclusions due to some characters are permanently dead. Alright, let's see. But if I knock this thing down, it makes a bridge. No, the other way. Eh. I wish I had better attack moves besides the spin attack. I mean, it works, but well, there's this, but actually that works quite well. Actually, all right, I'll use that in future. Another phone. Here comes a weird mechanic.
Starfish Man, next you need to learn to use your hot and cold ability.
Yes, there's a hot and cold mechanic. There's a near and far mechanic for some odd reason. This has got to be the most random ability in the world. You might as well just stick an arrow for this. Well, I say all of them. Obviously, villains wouldn't appear for that. It's mostly just, you know, Thanos. And Abomination, sadly, no. I don't think anything that appeared for the Universal Hulk film is not possible. I mean, they even changed the actor. I think that's more than enough evidence that they didn't want any connection between that film. It is canon, but not connected, technically. There is a good reason as to why the actor changed for Hulk, because it wasn't because, you know, they wanted to remove any resemblance from the Universal film, even though it is canon. It's that the actual actor who did Hulk in the Incredible Hulk film, he didn't want any real connection to this, really, after that film, because he knew he'd be forever stuck with the Marvel license, which, to be fair, he's not wrong, because if he actually did stick with it, he'd be stuck with it for, well, right now. Like, he wouldn't be able to do any other films. He'd be known forever as the Hulk. Which is quite respectable, to be honest. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is forever going to be Iron Man because, of these films. I mean, you know, some actors did better than others, like, I think I just explained it. I'm not sure the full details, really, but the actor just didn't want to be part of the film because he knew he'd be forever stuck as Hulk. He wanted to do other things besides Hulk. Which is respectful, you know. Because I can understand why, because you'd be, you know, forever coined as the Hulk and nothing else. Kind of limits your options, really. You could save the actor for Captain America, Chris Hemsworth, I think? Or is that Thor? The actor for Captain America, he was the Human Torch for Fantastic Four. Look at him now, he's Captain America. What a step up of roles, eh? And here we are. Alright, you're gonna be seeing this place a few times over.
He's on the train tracks and he's naked. Must stop the train and get him dressed.
A tiny bit, yes. Just a tiny smidge. I think I forgot that detail. I don't know everything. It's what I'm familiar with. Alright. I'm a button masher. I'm proficient at this. I've done worse. I've done Metal Gear's torture sequence. This ain't nothing. Done. This ain't nothing. Yeah, they really like using this animation when they're popping out of the walls. I don't get the whole that Patrick changes clothing every time he does the attack. It makes no sense. I mean, it's funny, but it's like, where's the clothing coming from?
Errol, but the train stopped. I know, but can't you see I'm naked? I'm not going anywhere without my clothes.
No, you're not. You got pants. You're fine.
Citizen, I, Starfish Man, shall find your clothes, and you will be embarrassed no more.
Dude, there's literally no one here. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, sir. I could just take you home. Where am I heading? This is the wrong way. I didn't follow the trail at all. Look how fast you can go, potentially. Oh, that's rude. If you notice, the enemies have numbers on them now. That represents the amount of hit points they have. Yeah, very creative on that.
No time for window shopping. There are clothes to find.
No, I think it's just personal actor stuff, really. I mean, I'm not an actor myself. It's just what I've heard and probably theorized. I don't know. It's been years since I've actually looked into it, though. That's the thing. You gotta remember, this is early, you know, Avengers stuff. Like, it's only... Right next door was Iron Man. Back then, it wouldn't have been known that, you know, Hulk would have been this much of a successful film franchise, like Avengers and all that stuff. No one knew it was going to work that well. If the first Iron Man film didn't work, or Incredible Hulk, like, didn't sell at all, then, you know, it could have stopped right there. We wouldn't be here right now if it didn't work. Obviously, it did work, but, you know, the guy just, you know, already changed his mind at that time.
Turn like you've never turned before. No button.
It's either Chris Thorndike or Elise. I'm okay with Elise nowadays, but that definition is a hate for me nowadays. It's more like least liked. I don't downright hate anyone. Just I definitely don't go on my way to think about them.
Go, little windmill.
Hey, look, it's the wash. I just noticed that. It's the wash. Yeah, they definitely got some landmarks here from particular Spongebob episodes, which is nice. Oh, damn it, I missed it. You got me. I think most majority consensus or me would probably go towards Elise because of 06. I mean, a human and hedgehog relationship? That's a great idea. It's terrible.
Good taste. Anyway, shucks.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, they did consider that concept way back in Sonic 1, because they did consider for Sonic to have a human girlfriend, but there's a reason why they didn't use it. Let's see, 1 of 5. Oh, we're gonna be here for ages.
That's torn it.
There's posters everywhere. There they are.
Sting like a jellyfish.
Oh, I just remembered something that the commonly most hated. I know he's not hated. I don't hate him. I actually quite enjoy him as a concept, personally. He's Silver. Oh, at least it's a terrible character in general in 06. Like, she's bad. Just bad. She gets constantly kidnapped in the entirety of the game. She doesn't really do anything at all noteworthy in the game either. She's just not that good. She's pretty bland and generic, really. She's nothing that noteworthy. She's a princess, yeah, but she's worse than Princess Peach. Like, Jesus. She gets captured like 5+ times in one game. Like, ooh. I don't know, she could have done something more unique and special. She has, you know, the fires of Iblis within her and all that stuff. They could have done more with that. I've seen people with concepts of like Elise has connections to the flame and all that stuff. Like she could actually use some flame-like powers or something like that. That's a cool idea. You know, she's connected with it to the soul or whatever. But no, didn't do anything. She's just there as a plot MacGuffin, which is a waste. Come on, come on. There you go. Actually, no, I say that. Elise does technically have some powers. I forgot about this. There is a mechanic where Sonic, if Sonic's carrying Elise, Sonic is able to use a shield, which is because of Elise. That's it. You tell me Elise can't use that shield on her own? Apparently not. But you see where I'm coming from. It's like a lot of missed potential. Oh, it's a terrible idea in general. It's like it's all levels are messed up. I mean, yes, the character is human-like, but it's just like, this ain't right at all. I mean, it's a romantic interest, yes, and everything, but could you imagine what happens if it went one step further? You don't see me? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop. I don't think I could do anything right with explaining things. I'm not very good at explaining things in general. Look, fan. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say something about Silver for... I wouldn't say hated, but just disliked, I suppose. One person I know on YouTube, his name is Belena Productions. He's a good source filmmaker animator. He started with Gmod and stuff. Like, he's good, but certain opinions of him I don't quite agree with. For some reason, he doesn't like Silver. He just dislikes and hates Silver. I'm like, why? Why do you hate Silver? There's nothing about him to dislike, really. I'd say he's a good potential. He's literally, his character bio from his descriptions was, he's like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. And I'd say, that's a good theme right there in front of my eyes, right there. Good potential. I mean, it's not fantastic, but you know, he's got fun within him. Not fun, just ugh. I can't do character descriptions for the life of me, can I? Alright, what's the compass thing doing? Well, it says I'm hot, but where? I'll be using my eyes more than anything else right now. Oh, hang on. Ah, there you go. That's why. There you go. Probably should have noticed that. There's a bloody sign here for and everything. Jeez, I'm blind. Ah, that's for that later, so I can use this now. I don't get these boxes. They're like dog boxes. Okay. The days when the boxes attack from Snake. I'm surprised that actually isn't an enemy from Metal Gear Solid. You put your faith in boxes all this time. Make an enemy out of one, why not? Be like an easy trap, you just see a box out of nowhere, it's like, I can hide under that. There's a bit of C4 under there apparently. Boop. Just easy trap.
Well, this would look so good on me.
A wig, apparently. Alright, what's next? Let's see, that's 2 of 5. Ooh boy, this is gonna be a lengthy one. I think I bet you... Let's see, we're 1 out of 40, yeah. Bet you by the time we've dealt with this first chapter, I suppose, we can end the stream.
Are you a good or a big? Another triumphant victory for Starfishman!
I understand where you're coming from completely, but the argument here is just that it's Sonic with a human. There are many levels that don't feel right. No. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who downright ship it. Like, I'm sure there are people who do, and that's fine with them. It's just that I don't know, there are just many arguments against it, I suppose. I don't know. I'm now questioning my life. No, it's fine. I don't know, I think it's best just not argue about this at all, because I don't think I can win the fight like that. I don't have the creative words to say so. And there's remaining posters here, come on. There you go. And moving on.
I need all the pieces of my outfit, or I'm not going anywhere.
How many pieces of clothing does this man need? He's already got pants. He just needs, like, some pants and, you know, not pants, just trousers. British slang.
Cleaned up. These
Is
villains
it underwear or pants or trousers? They're all the same. Yeah. Come on. There you go. Stupid nunchuck. I'm definitely not using an off-brand nunchuck. I can confirm that. Controller. I suppose, I don't know, this is the Sonic series. It's not your standard kind of stuff for shippings and all that stuff, and what's right and wrong with human and animal relationships. It's just, I think that's a topic we should best leave alone and not bring up.
pictures and statues
Not against it,
of
just,
Patrick
I don't think I can do my best in explaining it.
behind me. So you found your way to the dreaded Patrick Employment Fair. Perhaps you'd like to meet my new recruit.
I'm no top quality star writer for this kind of stuff. I wish I was. I'd probably do a better job of explaining these things better, but I just can't for some apparent reason. There's the third one. Oh, there isn't. He's gone. Wait, no, he's back there, behind the green. Ow, what hit me? Oh, bloody dog, that's what's hit me so far. I should use the wind.
Start this man coming at you. You'll never stop me, you pink palooka.
Oh, there's a box right there. I'm just gonna get him. Ow. There you go.
You'll never catch me, you five-pointed imbecile.
I haven't been talking about this villain yet at all, have I? I've done a terrible job explaining things. Just the Sonic series so far. Happens to be a running topic, which is fine. Well, to be fair, this villain's pretty generic. It's the dreaded Patrick. I guess this is what Patrick sees himself if he decides to become evil. Very full of himself. It's got very defined eyebrows, I've noticed. It's like it's on par with Dr. Neo Cortex's N on his forehead. Except it's a W for him. Oh, it's all for a coin. Damn it. How many do I have? Over 400 already. Jesus, this stuff piles up. There we go. I'm not sure whether this game would do better with or without motion controls. I'm not sure.
These paper walls are like paper to me.
Well, Avatar's like a different story completely, I think, because they're mostly human, really. They just happen to have animal features, but, No, I can't really argue with that either, because the Sonic stuff, like, they're pretty much... They're animals with human personalities and, you know, like stuff, whatever. Ah, it's weird. I think it's more awkward. The more the more animal-like they are, the weirder it is. But the more human-like they look like, then yeah, it's perfectly fine. I don't know. I think our tastes and standards for this stuff have gotten less strict as time has gone by. I don't know. I think it's the internet influence. I think that's how it is. Alright, that should be 3, so 2 more. Okay, fine, mister. Pretty sure you just need 3 pieces. You know, trousers, pants, shirt. I mean, does he need a wig? He probably does need a wig. Oh, I should have done that. There's probably an item. Yeah, I can see it. Alright, how do I get to that one then?
The people of this street will no longer have to look at your ugly face. Hey, wait! Starfish Man triumph. Time to go bye-bye.
It's probably like some stupid long way of getting up there, probably. Off we go. Oh, I ran into him.
Ended up in here.
Oh, there's another seed. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get all of them.
Too hard.
Yeah, true. Should probably change topics. Any other questions, I suppose? Not doing a very good job of this stream today, am I? Bad days happen, I suppose. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Yesterday, no, it wasn't. It was actually this morning. What am I talking about? It was this morning. I tried out Apex, which, I mean, it's okay, I suppose. It's a Battle Royale game. I don't see the appeal. The reason why is because I played Titanfall 2 for a decent amount now, and I gotta say, Titanfall 2 is better. Apex has borrowed a lot of elements that is from Titanfall. I gotta say, Titanfall's better, it's so much faster. I don't know, it's just... Apex feels too slow, there's no wall running. And the combat's so sluggish and slow, it's like... I don't like it. I don't know, is that just me? Eh. Alright, any other trains? This one, yes please. Ow. Alright, that looks like everything. Game confirms it. I don't need to move anything back. Let's see. Ah, how do I get that? No idea. Let's leave it. I don't care. If I want to get the secret thing at the end, I can just put in the cheat code for it. That's not right. Well, it's not this way. Let's see. Can I reach that? No. Alright, I'm missing something here, clearly. Can I push this back at least? No. I'm missing something and I know it. Alright, let's climb back up. Get a good perspective at least. It's just like the Lego games. You get decent at some of the levels for a kid's game, and then for some reason you get stuck, and there's one thing for some apparent reason, because you can't see. Hang on, this one. Can this be moved back? Yes, it can. It can't be moved back. Off you go. Okay, this feels better, I think. Ooh, just barely made that. Okay, made that work. Yeah, this feels better. I think I can make that. Ooh, okay. Wasn't really sure about that jump then. Ah, now that's there, probably reached the seat then. It's like it was planned all along.
It's another one of those sleepy seat thingies.
I didn't realize Patrick actually responds to these things. That's news to me.
Oh, this would look so good on me.
Alright, that should be number... Yes, 4. Okay, one more to go, and then we're out of here. I don't know why he's been hated. I think it was... I mentioned Belena Productions. I think he didn't like him was because of how he was handled in 06. I don't get what to hate about him, really, though. I just like him in general with his potential. My favorite thing about his mystery, I suppose, is who his parents are. Like, it's basically my excuse as to why a certain shipping pairing can potentially happen. Even though I'm not exactly one for it, but it's like, I'm perfectly fine with it and okay with it. Is, Silver's parents could possibly, in theory, could be Shadow and Amy. I don't know. There's a bit of evidence going towards it. Tiny, but it's not exactly enough to really warrant it, but I'm like, I ship it anyway, so I'm okay with it. My evidence is within certain character designs, but also certain elements. Like, Silver has telekinetic abilities, or psychic abilities. Amy, back when she was in the classic era, and pretty much, I'm sure it's still referenced nowadays, she's actually a psychic herself. She can actually use tarot cards to see the future. See where it's coming from. Now imagine that little psychic connection, amplify that with chaos abilities from Shadow, and boom! You got a psychic hedgehog. One that uses psychic abilities. And again, character designs. Amy wears boots, they're both hedgehogs, and if you mix pink and black, you get silver, apparently. Not really, but you get where I'm coming from.
Look, it's the last piece of that man's outfit. Dreaded Patrick had it the whole time. I'd better get this lot back to him.
Yoink. Ah, I have to run all the way back. No, I don't like backtracking. I've already done enough of that Metal Gear. There you go. At least it's not far, so it's tolerable. Here you are, sir. You're clothed.
You're back, and with my outfit. Thank you, oh thank you. All in a day's work. my
Where did
friend.
you already had the sunglasses. That's one for the hair, the necklace, shirt. Where's the 5th item? I count 4.
We're so glad to see you, Starfish.
Okay, there he goes.
The whole town's been
And he just
overrun
slides on the
by
screen.
Patrick's goons. We need you to clean up the town, and quickly. Sorry, urgent mayoring to be done. I'll see you when you've cleaned up the town.
Okay, bye, Mr. Mayor. That just happened.
Oh, clean up the town, eh? What I need is laundry detergent.
What?
Lots and lots of laundry detergent.
Oh boy. More collecting. Please not be another 5 items. I hope not.
Oh boy, the mayor's gonna be pleased with me.
Honestly, after what you've been saying, I'm actually taking second thoughts about it. I don't know, maybe it's just me not inherently liking Elise that I wasn't exactly with it. But
Place will be clean as a
I think
whistle in no
just
time.
in general, like, human and animal relationships, if the animal's, like, more human-like, I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, it's just Sonic, I think it's a different story. I don't know. I'm fine with it, I'm perfectly fine with it. There are other media where they have that kind of relation, you know, character interactions, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like, I'm not against it. It'd be equivalent to me saying I hate furries, but it's like, no, I'm not. I'm okay with them, they're chill, they're cool. I don't know. It's a weird topic.
Sounds like it'll do the job.
I shall take it. Yoink. Ah, nice. Alright, job done. That was quick.
Here you
Mr.
go,
Mayor,
Mayor.
just
I've
sliding
collected
across
all
the
this
screen.
laundry detergent. Now we can clean up the town together. What are you talking about, Starfish Man? You've already taken care of dreaded Patrick's goons. Thanks for your help. Must go, places to go, things to do. But what am I
Yeah,
gonna do with all this laundry detergent? That doesn't matter.
It's a big
I
washing
dare
machine.
you to find my secret lair and have a showdown.
Hello? And here we are.
Right then, Starfish Man, prepare for a showdown? Yes, for a showdown. But I wanted to say that. Hello? Hello?
Alright, I shall save. And off we go. Right, this should be the last segment. Shouldn't take long. We're already reaching the 2-hour marker, but this room...
What does the arch-villain have
Is
in
that a
store
Joker
for our
reference?
hero? Has dreaded Patrick decorated his lair with purple or blue stripes? The plot thickens.
Oh, this shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, Starfish.
Yeah, I remember this. This is like a whole gauntlet section, which is
You're just in time
pretty
to
quick,
see the
actually.
culmination of
As long as you don't screw it up. Actually, just says a joke. I think I'm gonna try out something. I'm gonna stand still, hold the C button for blowing, and see what happens. Don't take that out of context.
These guys are always getting themselves into scrapes, and look who has to save them. Me.
Well, you are the hero, mister.
Be there first, Pinky. Let's go, Mr. Elevator. You big meanie. Now I'm mad.
No, Sonic does fall within the category because he's an anthropomorphic character. Furries aren't just people who dress up as people. It's also referring to fursonas, or basically anthropomorphic characters. It's the same thing. Like, those characters can also just, you know, anthropomorphic character with anthropomorphic character. But they can also just have, you know, animal character with human relationship. It's a thing. I don't know, I can't explain these things brilliantly. I don't know. Some things are just the way they are. Just, you need better context from someone else, because I don't think I could do it justice, because I'm not exactly one of them. Now you get your health back every floor. That's nice.
Pitiful excuse for a sea creature.
Ow. Rude. Now, can I just stand in the middle? No, I can't. I'll just stand here then. It seems perfectly safe to me. But the coins, mister! Get the coins! And off we go. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here and press blow, see what happens. Okay, no, it doesn't work. Okay, one more. Nope, 2 more floors. There's an ice cream vendor machine, okay.
Curse you, five-pointed fathead. Let's see how you handle these. Time to go bye-bye.
Standard elevator combat sequence, because it's a requirement in every game.
Great pleasure in sending your new
Are these obstacles he's dropping at us?
But first, squashing time.
I'll just stand here.
Bet your match. In fact, you've bet your master.
Ooh, big ones. And there you go.
I'm on my way. You're not so good.
Can I reach over here? I can reach over here.
Play rough, huh?
Hang on, if I just get behind here. There you go. You can't touch me! Wait, except for him.
One more for the waste paper basket.
Ow.
Bye-bye, Batty.
There you go. Jump down. Oh, I think we skipped the floor. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. This scene, it changes Patrick's costume depending on what the last one you're in.
It's okay, innocent bystander.
No, I do. I thought the word was just. It might have multiple meanings. I'm trying. Sorry if I'm like failing to follow you. Gonna rock this house. God, if I'm making things difficult for you today, I'm sorry.
Beware, Starfish Man, beware.
I think if you've been here for enough streams to understand that I'm not very good at explaining things the best way I can, because I don't know everything.
Okay, that's my arch enemy defeated. Now what? Mow the lawn.
Well, that's the day saved for him. Let's see for time. Here we are. Yeah, definitely the right spot. Well, the theory is it's either Mario and Peach or Luigi and Peach, I think. I don't think Daisy's relevant to that at all, really. I don't know. I mean, I think the better answer to that is it could be someone else completely different. But the factual evidence towards it is that in one of the Rosalina storybook images, Rosalina's mother resembles a lot of Peach. But the father, not really. There's no real anything towards that, I suppose. I'm just gonna let this cutscene roll out because I'm not sure if this thing will play the next time I drop in. Kilopatties? Is that a scale? Is that a thing? That's a measurement? Yeah.
To do, fight size with size. Karen, make me 100 times bigger.
Warning. Size modulation insufficient. Power failure imminent.
I'm huge. I'm gigantic.
You know, I'm surprised Plankton hasn't done this before.
Huh?
Average size.
Well,
Now you can live in society in everyday life.
now where's that crabby delicacy? Time for Patty payback.
I haven't heard that song in years.
I shall.
Right, correct me if I'm wrong or not, but doesn't, like, Phineas and Ferb reference that song? Oh, it's been years. That's like a Hatsune Miku, like, similar kind of thing, isn't it? It's been years. Alright, I'm not going to be playing this because we're 2 hours in. I should probably stop now. Save it for... Almost dropped my nunchuck there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm actually going to look that up now because I haven't seen it so long. Alright, I'm going to change screens. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put my controller down here. Okay. I just show the thumbnail because that's the rule. It's not a fantastic thumbnail, I have to say, because I wanted to implement either Spongebob or Plankton in the thing, but those models for Source are actually really, really crap. Like, you can't make them express anything except the standard stock expressions. They're not great, which is really disappointing. That's why it's just me in the plane and a blue version of me in the background with... Has anyone actually seen the... There's a cosmetic in the TF2 workshop, which is literally just a mono eye demo man for like a Halloween item. It looks great. Just, I couldn't exactly use it correctly. I am wearing it on here though, that's the thing. I am wearing it, so it's there. Okay. That'll do for a stream today. It's still weird for me. I'm doing a live stream for tomorrow from Monday because I changed the days. It's still weird. Tuesdays are the days off now. Weird. Anyway. Not exactly a fantastic stream, I have to say, but I'm sure it'll get better in time, maybe with better topics. I'm not pinning you on any blame gonna rock this house, like, I think it's just been a weird day for everyone today. I don't know, with the experience of after seeing Endgame and all that stuff. I don't know. Tomorrow's another day, as people would say, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, I hope people enjoyed this stream, and yeah, see you tomorrow for Spongebob creature from the Krusty Krab. I gotta do a better way of referring that one. It's a mouthful. Anyway, see ya.